Good day, everyone. It's Elliot, and then I'm back again. In my previous video, I spoke about the admission field requirement setup. Now, once you are done with the admission field requirement setup, we are going straight to students and their parents enrollment. All right. So in this video, we will talk about how to set up a class, how to set up a class, how to set up a section, a class section. And then the last thing would be we would admit students and their parents. We would enroll a student and his or her parent for you to see the process of enrollment. Now let's get ready. So I'll get my browser ready. Right, this is my browser. So in the School 360 school management system, you cannot enroll a student if you don't have a class and a section. All right. So the class and the section simply means, you see, there are certain classes, they are divided. All right. Say basic 3, you have A, B, and then C. All right. So the A, B, and then C, the various divisions are the class sections. Okay. So you need to create the section before we create the class. All right. We create a section, create the class, and start enrollment. You cannot start enrollment without creating the section. You cannot even create a class without creating a section. All right. So let's go straight to the process into our academic model. We are going straight into our academic model. This academic model. All right. We would open it, and then the first one that we see is the class section, class and section. So we open a class and section, and we will go straight to control classes. All right. So this place is where we would create the class and we will create the section. All right. So we open it and it will come. All right. So when it comes, as you can see from top here, there's a class and there's a section. So in the School 360 school management system, if you see something like this, it means you have to come to the second one first before you tackle the first one, because without the second one, without the section, you cannot create the class. So anywhere you see something like this, just go to the second one and then come to the first one and assign it to it. Thank you very much. So let's go to the section. I think I've already created some sections already. So the sections are, I told you that they are A, B, as you can see from here, A, B, and not available if, the class doesn't have any section. All right, so let me delete this one and create another sections. Okay, so we just type A, all right, and I'll save it. The reason why I'll save it straight is that in my first video, I spoke about the asterisk sign here. The asterisk sign here. Okay, if you see that there is asterisk sign there, it means it is a required session. You cannot save if that session is blank. But if there is no asterisk sign, it means you can save without leaving it blank. For instance, it's requesting for capacity. I don't know the class capacity. All right, I don't know the capacity of the class. Okay, so I'll just leave it blank because there's no asterisk sign here. All right, and then I'll save. So it will be saved, and then I'll create for B, but I'll leave the not available there, and I'll leave it this one too. All right, and then I'll come to the class. I'm coming to now create the classes. All right, come to create and save the classes. All right, so I'll come to the class section, and I'll create, so as you can see here, there are already some class here, class basic 4 and then basic 3. All right, so I'm creating for basic 8, and the class numeric, I'll leave it blank. And then section, the sections to, if the basic 8 there are sections, then you select the sections. A, you see that A, it's giving you opportunity to select another one. You tap on it again, you select B. It means basic 8 has A and B sections. All right, as you can see from here, basic 3 has A and B sections. Okay, but if basic 8 had didn't have any division, all right, you just choose the not available and you save it. But let's choose for A and B, assuming basic 8 has divisions. All right, and let's create for, so once it is saved, you can see that basic 8 has come here. All right, and then the sections are here. All right, yes, so let's create for basic 9. The section, let's select not available and save. So everything that you do, you have to save it. The save is very important to the software. Yes, if you don't save it, it means what you are doing is in vain. All right, so you save every little step you take. All right, now we are done creating the classes. We are done creating the sections. Okay, we've created the class, we've created the section. All right, so let's go ahead and then create the admission. Let's enroll the students. All right, so in the enrollment form, in the enrolling of the student to, you would go to your model panel. All right, you will go to your model panel. This is how to open it. When you see the plus sign there, it means it is openable. Right, you click on it, there's a minus, you close it, click close. All right, so you want to admit a student and his or her parent. All right, then you come to the admission model, you come straight to the admission model here. All right, so admissions, and as you can see, create admission. All right, now this is the academic details. So the admissions are grouped in 4. All right, there are 4 phases: the academic details, the student details, the guardian details, and the others. All right, sure. So the academic year, you select the academic year from here. As I said, it would automatically, the system is up to date. So once you are connected to the internet, it will select the date for you. All right, you could select the date for you automatically, and the student ID. Okay, the student ID too, you can choose to type in there. So after this video, I'll do another video and teach you how you can obtain this kind of student ID. Yes, I'll teach you how you can obtain this kind of ID automatically. So I told you that the name of my school is Demo School. So as you can see, DMS, Demo School Admission 4. All right, I'll teach you how you can automatically generate these kind of student IDs. All right, DMS 004. Let me copy it for future reference. Then the date will give you the current date, the class. Let me select. So you click on it, all the classes created would come. Let me select basic 8, and then the sections to, you see when I selected basic 8, the sections are here. A, maybe in basic 8, A is already full. All right, there is a late admission, so basic 8, A is already full. Then I assign a person to section B. All right, and I click on what? Next. I click on next. When I click on the next, it's now the student details. All right, then the first name, let me select, let me type for demo purposes, let me type the first name to be Frank Frank, and then the last name Boa. All right. Yes. Then the gender is male. Date of birth, I'll select 2010, 9th July 2010. All right. Then the religion. So you can see the religion has this. All these that are filled has the red asterisk here. This one also have the red asterisk. This one has. So the ones who don't have, the fields that doesn't have the red asterisk, I can choose it to leave it blank. All right. So religion, Christian, you have to type it by yourself. Muslim. All right. Then this one, the caste, I can choose to leave it blank. All right, because there is no required section there. There's no requirement here. All right. And the mobile number too, I can choose to leave it there. The city, all these, I can choose to leave it here. Then the profile picture too, you can choose a profile picture from your gallery or something with just a single click. All right, with just a single click, you can choose to put a profile picture there. It's even a requirement for the generation of their ID card. All right. So after that, then you come to the student login details, the username. So in the username, we are making it the intention that we will make it your student ID. The username should be the student ID DMS004. I think. Let me see. Yes, DMS004. Then the password. Let me also make it DMS004 for demo purpose. Then it says we should retype the password DMS004. All right. Let's go to next. And here is the guardian details. So you fill in the guardian details. Mother name is Grace Boa. Then the father name, you see the name, guardian details, the name is required, but the father name and mother name is never required. Then the relation, I'll choose father. All right, you can type it. It's a requirement that you type. Then the occupation, I can choose to leave the occupation blank, the city, all these blank. And then because the mobile number has the asterisk here, okay, I cannot leave it blank. All right, let me select this number for the parent and this email. Let me change the email. All right. Yes, let me change the email, and this has come automatically. I can choose to leave it blank. Yes, because it's not a required section. Even the email is not also required. And the username too. Let me make it 004 parent. All right, password 004 parent, and the retype password 004 parent. All right, and I'll go to next. Okay, so if I go to next, you can see that under the others phase. All right, it's asking about the routes, and then the bus and the hostel details. Maybe my school doesn't have all these. All right, then I would save it. Okay, once I save it, there will be an SMS sent to the parents. Okay, the parents details that you type there, especially the parents number. It's really important. The system will automatically send an SMS to the parents. Okay, showcasing in the SMS, it will tell the parents. Let me read this for you. Welcome, Frank Boa. Admission confirmed for basic 8B. Register number DMS004. Guardian login for Frank Boa. Username is there and the password there.